Now I will discuss about the chemical reaction of amines. At first I will discuss about the reaction with the water. Suppose take an primary amine, that is your CH3 CH2 NH2. The name of this primary amine is your ethyl amine. When it is subjected to reaction with water, then what will happen? An ammonium hydroxide product is formed. That is your alkyl ammonium hydroxide. That means we can write here ethyl ammonium hydroxide product. The name of this compound is said to be ethyl ammonium hydroxide, and again the ethyl ammonium hydroxide undergoes dissociation, gives the ethyl ammonium CH3 CH2 NH3 plus and OH minus. That means we can write a statement for this reaction. When amine is treated with water, then alkyl, that means you can think when alkyl amine is treated with water, then alkyl ammonium hydroxide is formed, which on dissociation gives ammonium, alkyl ammonium and hydroxide. When alkyl amine is treated with water, then alkyl ammonium hydroxide is formed, which on dissociation gives alkyl ammonium ion and hydroxide ion. Next reaction is a reaction with the acid. We know that amine is a base. When it is subjected to reaction with an acid, then corresponding ammonium salts are formed. Suppose take an example, that is your ethyl amine. When subjected to reaction with HCl, then what will happen? That is your CH3 CH2 NH3 plus Cl minus. The name of this compound is ethyl ammonium chloride. So we can write a statement: when amines are treated with acid, then ammonium salts are formed. This is your example number 1. Ethyl amine treated with HCl gives ethyl ammonium chloride. Like that, you can also take a secondary amine. This is your secondary amine. The name of this secondary amine is diethyl amine. When it is subjected to reaction with HCl, then it gives C2H5 twice and H2 plus Cl minus. The name of this compound is your diethyl ammonium chloride. Similarly, take another acid, that is your H2SO4. Suppose I want to take a reaction between ethyl amine and H2SO4, then what will be the product? we need 2 molecule of ethylamine. As a result, we get CH3 CH2 NH3 plus twice SO4. The name of this compound is ethyl ammonium sulfate. Ethyl ammonium sulfate. Suppose take aniline. This is your aniline. When it is subjected to reaction with the HCl, then anilinium chloride is formed. That is your C6H5 NH3 plus Cl minus. The name of this compound is your anilinium chloride. These are the ammonium salts. Next I will discuss about the another reaction, that is the reaction with the alkyl halide. Reaction with the alkyl halide. Take the primary amine CH3CH2NH2. The name of this primary amine is ethylamine. When it is subjected to reaction with the ethyl bromide, then what will happen? There is a removal of one HBr molecule like this, and it is considered as a byproduct. And the main product is diethyl amine. That means 1-degree amine. When treated with the alkyl halide, 2-degree amine is formed. The name of this compound is diethyl amine. Again, when diethyl amine is subjected to reaction with the another ethyl bromide molecule, then one HBr molecule is removed, and the 2-degree amine, that is your diethyl amine, is converted into triethyl amine. The name of this compound is triethyl amine. It is 3-degree amine. Again, the 3-degree amine subjected to reaction with the another ethyl bromide molecule give a quaternary salt, that is your C2H5 4N plus Br minus. Tetraethyl ammonium bromide. This is a quaternary salt. This reaction is called your alkylation. This reaction is called alkylation. We can write a statement: when primary amine is subjected to alkylation, then secondary amine, tertiary amine and quaternary salt is formed. Similarly, you can take an aryl amine and it is subjected to reaction with the ethyl bromide, then what will happen? Take C6H5NH2. When it is subjected to reaction with the ethyl bromide, then it gives C6H5 bond N, bond C2H5 and bond H. That is your 2-degree amine, and the name of this compound is your N-ethyl aniline, and your byproduct is your HBr. Again, N-ethyl aniline subjected to reaction with the another ethyl bromide molecule gives a 3-degree amine, that is your C6H5 and C2H5, that is your C2H5. This is your 3-degree amine, and the name of this compound is your NN-diethyl aniline, and the byproduct is your HBr. Again the 3D amine subjected to reaction with another ethyl bromide molecule gives a quaternary salt, that is your C6H5 and C2H5 bond C2H5 bond C2H5. Your process is present and Br minus. This is your quaternary salt. This is all about your alkylation of amines. Now I will discuss about the reaction with the acid chloride. Acid chloride. That is said to be acylation. Suppose take an amine, that is your methylamine. Methylamine, it is subjected to reaction with the acid chloride. This is your structure of acid chloride. Here one HCl molecule is removed and the main product is your CH3 bond, and bond has C double bond O CH3. The name of this compound is N-methyl ethanamide. N-methyl ethanamide. This is your 1 degree amine. Similarly taken 2 degree amine, that is your CH3 and CH3 bond has, and again give acetyl chloride. This is your said to be acetyl chloride. Now given acetyl chloride to dimethyl amine. This is your said to be 2 degree amine. When it is subjected to reaction with the acetyl chloride, then there is a loss of one HCl molecule, which is treated as a byproduct. Then what will be the main product? That is your CH3 bond N, CH3 bond C double bond O bond CH3. The name of this compound is your N-dimethyl ethanamide. N-dimethyl ethanamide. Now I want to take a 3 degree amine. This is your triethyl amine and it is subjected to reaction with the acid chloride. That is your acetyl chloride. There is no hydrogen atom present, so there is very difficult to remove a HCl molecule and also proceed the reaction. So remember 3 degree amine do not react with the acid chloride, that is your acetyl chloride. So we can write no reaction. That means 3 degree amine do not undergo acylation due to absence of hydrogen atom. So we can write when primary amine is subjected to reaction with the acetyl chloride, then N-methyl ethanamide is formed, while when secondary amine is subjected to reaction with the acetyl chloride, then N-dimethyl ethanamide is formed, but 3 degree amine do not undergo acylation. Similarly, we can think about the reaction of aniline with the acid chloride. Take aniline, this is your said to be aniline, and it is subjected to reaction with the acid chloride. Suppose take acetyl chloride, acetyl chloride. Here it is highly necessary to give a base, that is your NaOH or pyridine. As a result, the reaction will be proceed. Here the removal of HCl takes place and gives this, and it is considered as the main product, and the byproduct is your HCl. The name of this product is your acetoanilide. Acetoanilide. So we can write When aniline is subjected to reaction with acetyl chloride in the presence of a base like sodium hydroxide or pyridine, then acetanilide is formed. Suppose take benzoyl chloride instead of acetyl chloride, then what will happen? Look at that. This is your aniline. Now take benzoyl chloride. This is your said to be benzoyl chloride. Benzoyl chloride. Take a base that is your sodium hydroxide. Then there is a removal of one HCl molecule like this, and here we can write that is your C6H5, and the name of this compound is benzaanilide. So we can write a statement for this reaction. When aniline is subjected to reaction with the benzoyl chloride in the presence of base NOH, then benzaanilide is formed. This is an important reaction. This reaction is called Schotten-Baumann reaction. This is all about the reaction of amine with acid chloride. Now I will discuss about the reaction of amine with acid anhydride. Reaction of amine with acid anhydride. Take a primary amine, that is your CH3NH bond H. This is your said to be methylamine. This is your said to be methylamine. It is your 1 degree amine. Now it is subjected to reaction with the acid anhydride. CH3 bond C double bond O, bond O, C double bond O, bond CH3. The name of this compound is said to be acetic anhydride. Then what will be the product obtained? There is a loss of acetic acid molecule. That means the byproduct is your CH3 bond C double bond O, bond OH. This is your byproduct, that is your said to be acetic acid. And the main product is your what? CH3 bond N H bond C double bond O, bond CH3. The name of this compound is your N-methyl ethanamide. So we can write a statement for this reaction. When 1 degree amine is subjected to reaction with acetic anhydride, then N-alkyl ethanamide is formed. Suppose if I will take methylamine, then N-methyl ethanamide is formed. Take the secondary amine, CH3 bond N, CH3 bond H. When it is subjected to reaction with the acetic anhydride, then what will happen? Look at that. There is loss of one hydrogen with this part and form the byproduct, that is your acetic acid, and the main product is your what? CH3 bond N, bond CH3 bond C double bond O, bond CH3. This is the main product, and the name of this main product is NN-dimethyl ethanamide. So we can write a statement: when dimethylamine is subjected to reaction with the acetic anhydride, then NN-dimethyl ethanamide is formed. But remember, in 3D amine there is no hydrogen atom present, so 3D amine will not reaction with the acetic anhydride. So we can write here no reaction. The name of this compound is your trimethylamine, and this is your 3D amine. When it is subjected to reaction with acetic anhydride, no reaction takes place. That means the 3D amine will not react with acetic anhydride due to absence of hydrogen atom. This is all about the reaction of amine with the acid anhydride. Now I will discuss about the reaction of amine with HNO2. At first I will see about the reaction of 1 degree amine. Reaction of 1 degree amine. That means we think about the reaction of aliphatic 1 degree amine and also aromatic 1 degree amine. At first I will see the reaction of aliphatic 1 degree amine. When aliphatic 1 degree amine is treated with a cold HNO2, then alcohol is formed with the evolution of nitrogen gas. With the evolution of nitrogen gas. Now I will take an example of aliphatic 1 degree amine. Suppose I will take ethylamine. When ethylamine is subjected to reaction with the HNO2, the HNO2 can be written like this, HONO. That is your cold. Then what will happen? There is formation of alcohol. That means here we can able to form the ethyl alcohol. The main product is your CH3CH2OH. That is your ethyl alcohol. And the byproducts is your nitrogen. This is your nitrogen gas. And the remaining is your water molecule. And the next byproduct is your water. This is your gas. The name of this compound is said to be ethyl alcohol. And the name of this compound is said to be ethylamine. That means when ethylamine is subjected to reaction with the cold HNO2, then ethyl alcohol is formed with the evolution of nitrogen gas. There is an exceptional case found in aliphatic 1 degree amine. That is all the aliphatic 1 degree amine, when treated with the HNO2, then alcohol is formed, but methylamine does not give alcohol. Methylamine, when subjected to reaction with the HNO2, then it gives alkyl nitrate, that is your methyl nitrate, and an ether also give, that is your dimethyl ether. Maybe it gives methyl nitrate or maybe it gives dimethyl ether. So we can write the equation for methylamine like this. When I will take 1 molecule of methylamine and it is subjected to reaction with 2 molecule of HNO2, then it gives methyl nitrite. This is your said to be methyl nitrite, and the byproduct are N2 and H2O. This is your gas. The name of this compound is said to be methyl nitrite, and the name of this compound is said to be methylamine. These are the exceptional case for methylamine. Exceptional case. Similarly, when I will take 2 molecule of methylamine and it is subjected to reaction with 2 molecule of HONO, that is HNO2, then it gives dimethyl ether, and the byproduct is your nitrogen and other is your water. The name of this compound is said to be dimethyl ether. The name of this compound is said to be methylamine. Next I will see about the reaction of aromatic 1 degree amine. Aromatic 1 degree amine. When aromatic 1 degree amine is subjected to reaction with the cold HNO2 at 273 Kelvin to 278 Kelvin, then Arin diazonium salt is formed. Taken 1 degree aromatic amine, that is your aniline. This is your said to be aniline. Now it is subjected to reaction with the HNO2. HNO2 is highly unstable as compared to HNO3. So HNO2 is immediately prepared and it is subjected to immediately use at the temperature is 273 Kelvin to 278 Kelvin. Here HCl is used. HNO2 can be prepared by the reaction of NaNO2 plus HCl. It gives HNO2 plus NaCl. Now this HNO2 is used to reaction with the aniline. Then what will happen? Then Arin diazonium salt is formed. This is your Arin diazonium salt. This is your said to be Arin diazonium salt. The name of this Arin diazonium salt is benzene diazonium chloride. It is shortly called BDC. And the other byproduct is there are two hydrogen, one hydrogen, two oxygen. That means it gives two atom molecule. When aniline is subjected to reaction with the HNO2 in the presence of HCl at 273 Kelvin to 278 Kelvin, then BDC is formed. This is said to be Arin diazonium salt, and this process is called diazotization. Then what is the meaning of diazotization? The reaction of converting aromatic 1 degree amine into Arin diazonium salt by reacting with the cold HNO2 at temperature 273 Kelvin to 278 Kelvin is called diazotization, and you will give an example of diazotization. This is an example of diazotization. When this reaction is subjected to above 278 Kelvin, then what will happen? The BDC can react with water molecule at above 278 Kelvin and it produces phenol. That means when this reaction is subjected to above 278 Kelvin, then we will not find the BDC, because the BDC at above 278 Kelvin react the byproduct water and convert it into phenol. So remember, this reaction is only carried out at 273 Kelvin to 278 Kelvin. If the temperature will raise, then the product BDC again react with the byproduct water to form the phenol. So we are unable to find out the BDC. So it is a highly temperature sensitive reaction. If the temperature changes, that means if the temperature raise above 278 Kelvin, then we will not find the BDC. The BDC again react with water to form the phenol. The reaction I can write like this. This is your BDC. Now it is subjected to reaction with the water. Water we can write HOH. If the temperature is above 278 Kelvin, then what will happen? This is your byproduct HCl, and you can remove the N2 as the byproduct and remove this part as phenol. So gives you phenol, and the byproduct is your N2 and another is your HCl. This is your said to be phenol. When this Arin diazonium salt is treated with the beta naphtha, then an orange red dye is formed. This is your BDC. When it is subjected to reaction with the beta naphtha, this is your said to be structure of beta naphtha. When BDC is subjected to reaction with the beta naphthalate at 0 to 5 degrees centigrade, then what will happen? An orange red dye is formed. There is a loss of HCl molecule. The name of this compound is 2-naphthol aniline. This is your orange red dye. Now I will say about the reaction of 2-degree-amine. Reaction of 2-degree-amine. That is considered as Lieberman reaction. Lieberman's reaction. The question always ask what is Lieberman reaction? Explain with a example. 2-mark question. Now I will see about both aromatic and aliphatic 2-degree-amine. Both aromatic and aliphatic 2-degree-amine react with the HNO2 to give nitrosamine, which is insoluble in dilute mineral acid and separated out as yellow oily compound. Now I will take an aliphatic 2-degree-amine. This is an example of aliphatic 2-degree-amine. The name of this compound is dimethylamine. When it is subjected to reaction with the HNO2, we can write the structure of HNO2 like this: HONO. There is a loss of water molecule takes place. As a result, what will happen? There is a formation of nitrosamine. The name of this compound is N-nitroso-dimethylamine, and the byproduct is your water. This is your yellow oily. Similarly, we take an example of aromatic 2-degree-amine. This is your an example of aromatic 2-degree-amine. The name of this compound is N-methyl-aniline. When it is subjected to reaction with the HNO2, we can write the HNO2 like this: HONO. Then also there is a loss of water molecule, and it gives this nitrosamine. This is your nitrosamine. The name of this compound is N-methyl-aniline. This is also yellow oily. If this nitrosamine is subjected to reaction with the phenol and also add a few drop of concentrated H2SO4, then it will give a green solution. If the nitrosamine is treated with phenol and a few drop of concentrated H2SO4 is added, then a green solution is formed. When this green solution is made alkaline by NOx, by aqueous NOx, then the green solution changes to deep blue. On dilution of the deep blue solution, the deep blue color changes to red. This is your called Lieberman-Nitrous amine test. This test is used for the identification of 2-degree amine. Now I will see about the reaction of 3-degree amine. Now I will see reaction of 3-degree amine. When aliphatic 3-degree amine is treated with the HNO2, then an addition product is formed, and the addition product on decomposition form a nitrosamine product with the alcohol. Now take an example of aliphatic 3-degree amine. This is an example of aliphatic 3-degree amine. The name of this compound is trimethyl amine. When it is subjected to reaction with the HNO2, then it gives an addition product. It is CH3 thrice NHNO2. This is your addition product. Now it is subjected to decomposition. Then what will happen? It will give an nitroso compound, CH3 bond and CH3 bond and double bond O. By this, there is your one CH3, one hydrogen, one oxygen. We can able to form methyl alcohol. The name of this compound is your N-nitrose dimethyl amine. This is your also yellow oil. This is your said to be methyl alcohol. Now I will see about the reaction of aromatic 3-degree amine. When aromatic 3-degree amine is treated with the HNO2, then the aromatic 3-degree amine undergoes electrophilic substitution reaction at para position to form a green dye. To form a green dye, para amino nitrose. To form a green dye para amino nitrose compound. This reaction is called nitrogenation. This reaction is called nitrogenation. Now I can write a reaction. Suppose take an 3-degree aromatic amine. This is your an example of 3-degree aromatic amine. The name of this compound is your NN-dimethyl aniline. When it is subjected to reaction with the HNO2, we can write HNO2 like this, HONO. Your para hydrogen is present. Now remove an water molecule like this, and NO will be attached at the para position. There is a byproduct is your H2O, and the main product is your CH3, bond N, bond CH3. This is your ring, and here and double bond O. The name of this compound is para-nitrous N, dimethyl aniline, and this is a green dye. This is all about the reaction of different type of amine with the HNO2.